I've got just 10 seconds in which to tell you all about Radio London T-shirts. Well, they're white with black writing on them, and they contain a new message for 1956. Now, I'm afraid you just can't hurry a message about Radio London T-shirts. You've got to take it nice and slowly and point out each Look, don't take any notice of these idiots. Try one for yourself, Ducky. They're 12 and 6, and you can get one immediately by sending a postal order with your name and address to T-shirts, Radio London West 1.
You know, there's an old Chinese proverb, spake by an old Chinese proverbium, which runs... I only wish I had an interpreter, but for a moment, let me give you my own views. On Big L this week, it's 6 o'clock. The Rabbit Breakfast Program. At 9 o'clock, it's Tony...
You must be joking.
Windsor. At 12 o'clock, it's Dave... That's a lovely one there, Dennis. At 3 o'clock, the man of whom everybody is saying absolutely nothing, Mr. Ed Stewart. At 6 o'clock, the first man in the Western world to make a death-defying leap from the Whispering Gallery and live, Everett of England. So don't forget, all you transistorized people, it's all here on
Big L.
Coffee cups all over the place, ironing undone, dishes in the sink. What do you do all day? Just tell me that.
I listen to the TW show, darling. It's just one long, luscious coffee break from 9 till 12. There's no time for work. Miss Pullers is wearing a lace-trimmed thigh caresser with matching throbbing incisors. The whole ensemble is beautifully set off by a Radio London T-shirt in white fossil-trimmed fabric. Radio London T-shirts are available in this year's Le Choix Trousseau color by sending an off-the-shoulder 12 and 6penny postal order to Radio London, 17 Curzon Street, London W1. We finished. Thank God for that. My feet are killing me. Here, Fred, where's my cup of tea?
This is 266. Yes, Radio London, first with new concept sound, presents a new break forward in broadcasting. Yes, Radio London, first with just about everything, brings you letters from our listeners. And today we have a letter from Miss Phyllis McGarkles.
Dear Big L, my friend Bert just won't listen to Radio London. He says something load of old cods, he says. What shall I do?
Well, Mrs. McGarkles, this is a pretty difficult situation. You'd better send us your friend's name and address, and we will visit him at some convenient time, like midnight, and you won't hear from him again.
15 minutes after 5 o'clock on the KCR program. I beg your pardon.
That's all right. Where will I get you tomorrow?
We got a pair of trousers hanging off the thing. What's happened?
That was TW's knee protectors, but they shrunk. Oh, dear. That's the way it goes. I have a letter here from Miss Ellen Squire, age 17, you see, 192 Cambridge Road in Great Selford in Cambridgeshire, right?
Yes.
Right. This is Dear Kenny and Cash. Listen to your program, etc., etc. I'd like to say hello to me next Thursday, which is today, at about 5:15, which are right on the button. Wow. Oh, boy. Talk about timing. Because I am going to the dentist. I came out last month on the Viking Saga. It was great fun, saw everybody, and all the rest of that jazz. Well, I was glad to have you around, you know. And she said she's going to the dentist, and she'd like to play us something appropriate. So we actually thought that you would like to hear how we think about dentists. You know, we love dentists, don't we?
Last time I went to a dentist, I had about 17 teeth out, you know.
Yeah, it's sort of wild when they, we don't want to scare you or anything, dear, but it's kind of wild when they put the drill in and they go...
It won't hurt. Just hold on a minute.
for the Beatles that didn't work before, ladies.
In the days when men lived and died violently, the days of the Iron Maiden, murderous intrigue, torture chambers, nothing this side of hell was as agonizing as...
Minutes past the hour of 5 o'clock on the KC program. Don't forget, ladies and Griff, at 5:40 today, it's the KC dance party when we have a whole 20 minutes of moving, grooving disc. Just like this one. Mr. Eddie Hodges. It's called New Orleans. Those Beatles, and I'm dying on one of the most intimidative records to come into the 540 for a long time. Wow. We've got two of our Apex Engineering Company workers in the back here, ripping the place to bits again. We don't mind you coming in here and ruining the whole place. We don't care. Wait a minute. I can see one of them now. Maybe if I throw this... Johnny welcome to the dance party. That's it, starting up with the bright one. Well done. It does. It's Buddy Holly. Sing it over. Swoop, baby. Sing it over. What you just said. Sing it over. Singing, looking sweet. That's Man for Man, and the one in the middle, not to be confused with In the Middle of Nowhere, which is, oh, no, face silence, you fool. You've already had you. Manfred Mann and one in the middle. That's at number 28 in the 540, and it's probably the best record yet. Everyone I've spoken to agrees with me on that one. The best record yet from Manfred Mann. And we have a picture in front of us now behind the VU meter, which is now working, ladies and gentlemen. And it's a great big, full, glowing color picture of the surfing bug. Fantastic. This was sent in by a listener, and it's a giant photograph of a great big wave and lots of people on it with their surfboards. It looks a fantastic sport. I wish our beaches had great big waves instead of sewage.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are tuned to the Kenny Everett program.
What happened to the big hand I was supposed to get? This is terrible. Where's my publicity manager? These are the Rooters, and at 18 minutes to 9 o'clock. Yes, they are the Rooters, and let's go on the Kenny Everett program. And it's revived. Thank you. 45 off the old Wurlitzer there. Let's flip through the top 10, shall we? Number 10, Looking Through the Eyes of Love, Gene Pitney. Burt Bacharach, number 9. Trains and Boats and Planes, number 8. Sandy Shaw, Long Live Love, number 7. The Clapping Sewing by Shirley Ellis. Number Kinks, the 6 with Set Me Free. Number 5, The Colors of Donovan. The Who, Anyway, Anyhow, Anywhere, number 4. And from last week's number 5 to this week's number 3, Crying in the Chapel, Elvis Presley. Going absolutely no place. The Everly Brothers for the second week at number 2. That's 3 tours in a row. 22 with The Price of Love. That's Thursday, by the way. Seymour Bingle. Thursday, Seymour Bingle. The Hollies, number 1 with I'm Alive. This is a Radio London climber from the Ivy League. It's called Tossing and Turning. Yes, thank you. The Ivy League at number 37 from Absolutely Nowhere with Tossing and Turning. Have you ever seen Radio London's racing car?
Yes, I've seen it. I've actually had a go in it.
Well, what's it like, Myra?
Well, it's rather uncomfortable, dear.
Yes, well, I don't know too much about that. It's at Brands Hatch this Sunday. That's the 20th of June. And now is your chance to see Radio London's Elva.
Yes, well, I've already seen it.
I'm not addressing you. I'm addressing my millions. Oh, forget it. It's driven by Keith St. John in not only one, but 2 races. Wowee, 2 races. One being the main race of the day, the Mini Light Trophy race for Formula Libra cars. This race is worth over 200 quid in prize money. Wow. I must take him out for a drink one day. So have a day out and go to Brands Hatch this Sunday, the 20th of June, and the racing starts at 2 o'clock p.m., so don't be late and see Keith St. John with Radio London's purple and white bicycle seat.
Wonderful Radio London.
Thank you, Jim.
This is the latest from Bobby V from the States. It's about a month old. It's called Keep On Trying. I'm gonna make you love me.
Oh, gorgeous record from the Beatles for no one. It's called Anne. That's off their LP called Revolver. Knockout song, probably the best on the whole LP. Depends on the person and taste, of course. 5 minutes until 8 o'clock is the time. And you're on the Kenny Everett program. And you know, I was looking forward to eating at 7 o'clock because I usually go up for dins, you see, for dinner at 7 o'clock, which is halfway through the show. And I thought, I've got to say, I haven't eaten all day, so I'm really looking forward to this. And I got presented to me when I got up there what I can only describe as gunge roll. It defies description, folks. It's sort of a mess of pottage or a pot of message or something, but I'm really starving. Anybody got a butty on them? Every jam butty. You have? Oh, no. This is number 35 on our Hungry 40 by Dean Parrish. There you go. Tell Her by Dean Parrish, a newcomer to everything, and that's number 35 in our charts already, so it stands a steamy good chance of getting into the top 10, I would say. From nowhere to 35 for an unknown artist. My goodness me. 2 minutes until 8 o'clock is the time, and the 2 minutes at 8 o'clock, of course, we'll have the weather forecast for you. If I can find things. Studio's in such a mess. We've got commercials all over the place. Every time Dave Dennis comes down to read the weather, he just leaves the place like a tornado's hit him. Disgusting. Even find Dave Dennis. That's very good. Dusty Springfield, 23 in our charts at the moment, with the going back. Yes, 2 minutes after 8 o'clock. 2 minutes late to the weather forecast, but the thing is, you see, we haven't got any weather forecast. Yes, Dave Dennis whipped it out of the little thing we keep it in, little clip, and I haven't seen him since, so I guess we don't have any weather. Well, I can tell you what I think it's going to be like, and I'm usually quite right. I mean, Bunyan never lets me down, folks. It's going to be dull tomorrow, and typical English grey. We're going to have lots of wind, rain, occasionally. It's going to be colder than the seasonal average. Seasonal average, that's a joke, isn't it? The Met Office again, folks. And it's going to be, about 24 hours long tomorrow. In fact, it's going to be a typical English grey day, and that's Kenny Everett's Bunyan weather forecast, folks. And now for all the attention of our Belgian listeners over there in Belgium. Jukebox magazine is out now, you know. Read the Top Pop magazine for all you want to know about your favorite pop stars. It's the #1 magazine for the pop world, Jukebox magazine. Get your copy now. And it's got all Radio London's official programs in it, folks. Yes. Happiness is the thing called Big Girl. Yes, but I presume it's got all our programs in it. No good if it hasn't. This is #9, Mamas and Papas time.
Hello, Big L listeners. Kenny Everett here. I'm sure you've heard a lot of the messages from the other DJs saying how terribly sorry they are that Big L is coming off the air and what a crime it is. Well, I'm probably Big L's strongest admirer because I was there right from, about a month before it started broadcasting and was there up until about 6 months ago. So I've seen Big L go through all its various stages and phases and everything. And I know almost everybody that works there today. And there's not very many weeks go by that a couple of the people who work there now don't come around for tea, and we have long chats about the boat because it's a fantastically interesting topic. It really is. Big L has occupied my every waking moment since I left it. I don't know whether I'm sorry I left because, you know, you've got to move around, etc. But there's not a day goes by that I don't drag out the photographs of Big L and look over them, and all the memories come flooding back. It's lovely. All the people that work there are really gassy people. They're too much. I've never met a livelier bunch of more dedicated people in my life than the people who work in the office and on the boat too. There's a tremendous spirit. Big L will always be remembered as the fantastic radio station it is today because it's being chopped off at its prime, and anything that happens like that usually is remembered for years and years and years. I think that if people do their bit and keep on remembering Big L and keep pestering for commercial radio to come back, and the same people who are in it now will take over again, and we'll get Big L once again, only this time on land, so it'll be clearer, it'll be better in every way. So let's keep thinking about Big L and all the tremendous people you've heard on the air, like Kenny Everett, And Dave Cash, I'd like to say thanks to Dave Cash too, because the Kenny Cash programme was really a gas to do. Also Alan Keane, who's been a lovely programme director and supplied us with some really superb records. And that's about it, really. It's just been a gas, and I won't forget it. I hope you won't.